Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be covering the age-old question, and that is fast passes. Are they worth it? Fast passes have been around for a very long time at a ton of different amusement and theme parks around the world, and there are so many types of these passes. Some parks do fast passes, some parks do express passes, some parks even do rapid passes. But all of these passes serve the exact same purpose, which is to get guests to the front of the line faster than the normal queue line. But in this video, I'm covering, is it really worth it to buy one of these passes? When is the times that you should get them? And why should you buy one of these fast passes? Now, when should you actually go and purchase a fast pass when you're visiting a park? And the answer to that really depends on the time of year and also the day that you're visiting the park. Typically, theme parks and amusement parks everywhere are usually more packed during special events or holidays such as Christmas, Halloween time, stuff like that. They are typically more packed, and those are the times that you'll really want to look into a crowd calendar before you go to the park and see how packed it's going to be or what it's estimated to be like on the day that you visit. Another key factor that will help you decide if you should buy a fast pass or not really will also depend on how many days you are visiting the park. If you do decide to visit a park during a busier time of the year, I do recommend planning multiple days just to make sure that you end up doing everything that you want to do while you're visiting, even if you have a fast pass or not. An absolutely fantastic way to check and see how packed the park is going to be before you visit is to check a crowd calendar online. You'll be able to scroll through and see when the park is estimated to be busy and when it's not going to be busy, so that you can really plan your trip out that way. Now, if you're a season pass holder, it really depends on how often you are going to plan on visiting the park during the year. If you do plan on visiting a ton, I don't recommend purchasing a fast pass when you go during a busier time, just because you will have more opportunities to do everything you would like to do in the park. Now, if you don't plan on going a whole ton during the year, I do recommend purchasing a fast pass on those busier times, just so you can make sure you get on everything during those few days that you do plan on visiting. But it really depends on just how busy the park is on the day you do decide to visit, especially if you're a season pass holder. Now, if you are not a season pass holder and you're only planning to visit for a day or two or even a couple days, if the park is packed, I highly recommend purchasing a fast pass just so you can make sure you get on everything that you would like to do. Now, if the park is not packed and the lines are short on the days that you are deciding to visit, it really depends on how long those lines are getting to, because even on non-packed days, some lines can get up to 30-45 minutes depending on the park you're visiting. So if that is the case and you are only visiting for one day, I still do recommend a fast pass. Now, if the park isn't that packed and you are planning on visiting for multiple days, I don't necessarily recommend purchasing a fast pass, just because you will have more opportunities to ride everything you would like to. However, I do know some people, especially me, like to get re-rides on certain rides. I like to ride stuff multiple times, and if you're one of those kind of people, I definitely recommend getting those fast passes, especially if you're only visiting for 1 or 2 days. But it really all comes down to personal preference when you're visiting the park, and also how many rides you're looking to ride. Now, if you are a season pass holder and you are planning on taking someone to the park who isn't a season pass holder, I still recommend purchasing a fast pass on those days. Now, a ton of parks have a huge variety of different ways that they do their express passes and fast passes. Some parks like Disney do free fast passes where you can sign up for them in advance and then you can go back at a certain designated time. But other amusement parks and theme parks such as Universal Studios, Cedar Fair Parks, Six Flags Parks, all of those, they do express passes and rapid passes and things like that, where you can purchase them in advance and get either one or multiple rides on every ride that you would like to in their specific express pass queue line. And parks such as Cedar Point have their Fast Lane as well as Fast Lane Plus, and the difference is Fast Lane is like their lowest tier, their cheapest version, where you can ride a certain amount of rides one time and it's only a select amount of rides. However, the Fast Lane Plus you can ride as many rides as you want, unlimited times on whatever rides that you would like. And that option is significantly more expensive, but it does give you more variety throughout your day. And a ton of different parks do this, where they give you 1 or 2, even 3 more variations of their Fast Pass system for you to purchase. So the real question here, is it worth it to purchase that Fast Pass? And the answer to that is, if you are visiting on a more crowded day at the park, definitely go look into getting a Fast Pass. If you are planning on visiting on a less packed day, I don't recommend it, just because you will get to save a little bit of money and you will still most likely get on everything you would like to. But with that being said, that concludes today's video. I want to thank every single one of you for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. See you guys.